we driving the Voyager right now? I don't feel like we're exploring. I think we're lost in space. Welcome back to TC Cars. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And this week we've got something, well, very new for you. It looks like it's from the future, and that's because it's the 2024 Hyundai Kona Limited all-wheel drive, and we've got them in running right here. This is what people want to see. It's why the kids sign up for the channel. Here we go. Total price, $35,145. Our only two options are Atlas White and carpeted floor mats. Our floor mats are $210, and the Atlas White is $450. The interior color is black. You can see that there's black.
Oh, that's
black.
original.
And according to this, the all-new Kona is larger and more capable than ever. EPA rating combined of 26 miles a gallon, 29 on the highway. And we'll talk more about that when we were driving, but I want to get into the looks right away because we've had a smorgasbord of peanut gallery comments while we're driving this week. Both of us, Craig and I both. Comment number one, looks like a spaceship.
Yes.
How many people told you, Craig?
Everybody that's seen it says
Exactly,
a spaceship.
all of them, me too. They also all commented on these wheels, and they all said, I don't love those.
They did say that.
I'll just get it out of the way. They don't bother me.
Yeah, they look normal.
They're fine. In fact, they seem very fitting for what this thing is. It's funny to me, they go, oh, I don't
Maybe
know
they're not funky enough. I don't know.
Maybe they're not funky enough. Well, look, a normal wheel would look weird on this car. It needs to have some angles on it. I get it. If it's not for you, nothing wrong with that. There's other wheels you can have. But
Let us know in the comments. Too funky or not funky enough?
I think it's appropriately funky. And it makes sense for what this is. Now, if that was on a Honda
So you think
Civic,
it's AF, appropriately funky?
Absolutely, AF all day. All right, come around here. Let's check out the nose of this thing. In typical Kona fashion, it's a little bit kind of outdoorsy-ish with these blobs right here.
Oh, yeah, that's off-roady.
Yeah. So they've got the headlights down low, which is a Kona thing, and they've added this really cool LED light strip that goes across. You would think it'd be brighter. During the day, you almost can't see it, but at night, it's got the perfect hue to it. In the rearview mirror, it looks like Tron is following you full on, or maybe Star Wars or something like that. I can already tell you, someone's going to call this Stormtrooper. They're going to buy this, hashtag Stormtrooper on the rear window, and have their Instagram handle.
It'll be a vanity plate, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be adorable. It'll be kind of like Dungeons and Dragons on wheels. Anyways, come around. I think it looks appropriate. You got the flat badge on the front now. It still says Hyundai. The steering wheel doesn't have this. Craig will talk about that.
The only H Hyundai badge you will see on this car.
It's kind of weird.
Or do the wheels have it?
The wheels have it.
The wheels have it.
But the bodywork's the only one you have. Cladding. Okay, look, for years, people complain about cladding. And for years, Craig and I have been saying, if you go off-road at all, you're going to want this. But on this kind of vehicle, you're not off-roading it. So I could see why you may not like it. I do like that the headlights are down low in their own thing, and you still have good radar parking sensors all around.
It does give it that adventure vibe, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of Kona. We've been to Kona, Craig.
Yeah.
Did you see Konas there?
No.
No, me neither. There's a bunch of Tacomas out there. Anyways, coming around, the white paint continues, looks good. The cladding continues. It does have the typical Hyundai where you can lock it, and then you can just put your hand in here, and she unlocks.
Okay.
Just
there you go.
There you go. I like that. There's no button. Everyone knows I'm a fan of that. Roof rails, they're kind of minimized. They're not satin, they're not bright worked, but they are here. And black and white is the theme on this thing. You can put a roof basket if you want some road noise. You can do that, or rooftop tent. You can make it even louder.
It's got the little Hyundai line in the door.
It does. This is very Elantra. The first time I saw this was on the Hyundai Elantra, and look, it's just symmetrical in shapes, and it's kind of cool. Look, my kids love this thing. They think it's the coolest thing they've ever seen, and that probably is telling you it's winning in some ways. Fuel door. I haven't filled this up. Have you?
Yes.
Oh, it's a Hyundai.
You release it.
Yep.
Yeah. You've got one. You should know this.
I know. I don't put that much gas in that either. You've been gassing that thing too. And we've got a cap. Okay, I get it. Look, it's this kind of a fail. It has a holder.
Yeah.
One of the better holders out there, but capless is better. This is not the worst. It's fine.
What do you think about the satin chrome that goes all the way through the hatch?
Well, what is confusing to me is that this doesn't match the roof rails. I think those could have matched.
It's an interesting design.
They may have wanted this to be its own thing, and I think it's kind of cool. The only place where it breaks, come to the back, is where the third taillight's in the middle.
That's it's kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like it. The cool flat logos continue there. Oh, there is another one, Craig.
Okay.
We're just idiots. That's all it is. But just like the front, you have a LED light bar coming across the back. Hyundai's lighting game has been on par for the last probably 5 years, maybe more, in everything that they make. Whether it's Sonata, whether it's Veloster, whether it's this.
I know people are buying cars based on infotainment and lights.
Lights sell cars. Way more than hamsters sell cars. Exhaust, let's hear that real quick. Okay, not bad, not much of anything. It sounds kind of like a vacuum from the inside. Does that sound better back here?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's fine. H Trac, baby.
H Trac.
That means all-wheel drive, and 1.6T means turbo. Let's go check that out. Ready for the power?
Ready.
Ooh, hood struts,
Oh,
look at that. Also, hood dampening. This is a theme with this car. The MVH compared to the previous Kona is noticeably better. We both noticed that within driving it in 10 minutes. I was like, man, this thing's way quieter.
It's larger and better than ever.
It's bigger and better than ever. And they've just refined it. There's a continuous refinement method, and they keep doing it. I really appreciate that.
Also, this is a K-spec and it's paying off.
Panel gaps really tell you that. There's nothing Ohio in this at all, for sure.
All apologies to Ohio.
Nothing against Ohio, but their panel gaps
Or
aren't
America.
great. Well, anyways, all right, so look, this motor right here, we've seen a bunch. 1.6 liter turbo, single turbo. It makes 190 horsepower and 195 foot-pounds of torque. And look, we've driven this motor a bunch. We've never had a problem with them, and it makes enough. Now, one complaint I have is that little guy back there, that little snail down there. Hey, nothing happened under 3,000 RPM. And then when it runs out, it's not like it's some monster up top. I'm not sure what's going on with turbo timing. Hyundai and Kia have done a really good job at turbo sizing with their motors. We own a Veloster in our fleet. It's got power everywhere. This is not that. And in fact, when you floor it from a stop, oh, I got to jump across traffic in a turning lane. Ain't nobody there. You need to brake boost it before you cross traffic like that.
Yes.
You just can't do it. It's actually dangerous if you're not ready for it. So it's a little concerning with that. It does come on after 3, but it's not like it's some screamer. So that's my only complaint there, and literally the only complaint. The 8-speed auto, no complaints there, it's fine. I like the dual clutch that the Seltos used to have, but this makes sense for more people. And the all-wheel drive, well, we'll see on the hill test if it does anything, but I'm sure it's just what we've had before. No complaints there. Check out the interior. What do you think, Craig?
Let's do it.
Is that a Kona brew?
Yeah, it's some nice Kona coffee.
Okay, all right, great.
But enough of that. Let's set it aside and let's show you the back here, Brian. This is a nice hatch, like any nice hatch. What the theme of this review, Brian, is Hyundai has made a small hatchback car extremely well.
Yep.
Yeah, you can call it a crossover. I'm not going to call that because that bores me and puts me to sleep.
Well,
so I don't keep calling it a
Hyundai calls
hatchback.
that an SUV. It is not an SUV.
It's not an SUV.
At all.
Hill test, check the Texas Truck channel for that. But Brian, look at this. You're going to be surprised.
I'm looking. Let's go. Whoa,
Oh, yes! That same spare tire brand.
Oh,
look at that.
The model is spare tire. The brand is, what is it? Is it
Kumho, maybe? CST.
CST, okay. Well, that's a new
CST
one.
for the
Okay.
win, all right?
Oh, get
But
up
you
here.
can move this down to another level, so
Right.
actually,
The height here and a height here.
that keeps your bags from sliding all over the place and actually contains them a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Let's take this off and let's check the seats, how easily they fold down.
Okay.
Get that out of here. Brian, flip it. Live, first time we've done it. Okay, look at that. That's not
look
bad.
at
That's
that.
actually, look, it's a lot of room.
You can get in there.
A lot of space. I mean, that's really cool. So if you wanted to enjoy a Kona beverage with another individual, you could lay down and
Okay.
take.
All right. It's a family show. Come on.
Okay. All right. Let's get it.
That's enough.
All right, Brian. Let's check out this black on black on black on black on black interior.
It's just two.
Oh, it's just two. Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking of a Christian rap song.
Nope,
Anyways, nice cup holder for your Kona coffee. You just set it right in there.
Okay.
Cell phone holder and the door pull. Very nice.
Yep.
Not soft touch up top here, Brian, but that's okay because we'll talk about how you don't get it in the first class either. So,
Oh, bummer.
well, let's
Okay.
continue on the business class or coach back here and see what we got. I'm sitting behind Brian, who is 6'4". I'm 5'9".
That's pretty good, man.
Look, put the camera up here. I gotta talk to my kids. Kids, y'all complain about this being tight? What's wrong with y'all? This is plenty of room. Y'all are spoiled. That's what y'all are. Anyways,
your kids man spread too much.
plenty of room back here. You even get vents. In this class, to get vents, that is really good. USB-C, they've gone to the future. Thank you. Hey, put the camera back up. I got another message.
Okay.
Apple, are you paying attention? Switch already. Just switch. Come on. All right.
Enough of that.
You did you did get, oh look, another spot for more Kona coffee, Brian. You put it right
Okay,
there.
all
Very
right.
nice. Okay. And I got headroom, Brian. There's not a pano. You might fit.
Uh-oh, fingers crossed. Okay, I'm sitting behind
Brian's
Craig.
6'4". He's sitting behind me, who's 5'9". A little pimped out. Sorry about that.
But if we're going somewhere, this seat can go up a little bit.
I could move it up. Yeah,
no big
absolutely
deal.
could.
Okay, look, I'm take the stuff off. Look, this is better than almost every full-size truck with a sunroof.
That's true.
I'm blown
That's true.
away. Close the door real quick. Oh, dude, I'm going to dinner in this, no problem.
Look, and I do wonder, in all seriousness, if you got this without a sunroof, if you would have even more room, it'd probably be a complete non-issue.
Probably even more, yeah, because this sunroof actually goes in. It doesn't
Yeah, it
go
does.
out.
Yeah, this
so-
motor is kind of bumping
But
down a
even
little bit.
with, this is completely doable.
Brian, also notice you get a pull up there, and we get them everywhere.
Yeah, are you
Thank
listening
you.
to every
Yeah,
other brand?
Listen to everyone else. Let's go to the front.
Let's do it.
All right, Brian, let's go up to first class. First off, you can see the door pull. Good spot to put a wallet or a phone. I'm gonna take Brian's
great.
wallet. Thank you. You get a water bottle holder down here. It even says it's got an icon for a water bottle. That way, so you know, don't put anything else in there. Like, what if you put like a gas can there?
Well, glasses.
Or glasses.
Yeah.
Like, you would really mess up the whole thing. So anyways, they tell you that. Look at all this room down here. You got plenty of room to put all kinds of goodies. But then when you put your drink in, you just hit this little button. Actually, you should probably do it after, but whoop, it's in.
Hey,
how cool is that? I mean, I like that. Gives you flexibility because this particular trim, Brian, comes with the 8-speed automatic, which means you get a shifter up here. This shifter is really kind of funky. You actually push it to park it. You twist it to drive, twist it down for reverse, and the neutral, just kind of small little bump and put it in neutral. Very interesting. But what that does is it gets it out of the center console.
You got all the room now.
You get all the room now. The bad news with the CVT, Brian, is they put that thing right back down there.
IVT.
Oh, IVT.
Excuse me, yeah.
And then you have a problem. So there's that. All right, let's get in here. Let's shut it and let's see what we got. We got the key. Very fancy key, Brian. Very interesting. No logo.
Well, it's kind of like a spaceship key.
Anywhere on here except on the actual spare key thing, so you can actually, you know, do whatever.
I kind of just external the spare key.
It's not integrated at all.
Yeah.
But this has got all the options, so you can actually get it out of a parking spot, forward or back. And because it's so smooth, Brian, I don't normally like things in my pockets this big. You put it in your pocket, you quit noticing it. It's kind of nice.
So you like it in your pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start this bad boy up, and let's see, got a nice little start button here, and we hit start, and look at that, ooh, little gauge sweep. And these actually are really cool gauges. I want to park on these gauges for just a second. All right, so these gauges here, you can actually change them. You go over here and you swipe over to setup, and you go to cluster, very easy to find. Cluster theme selection, you can link it to drive mode, and you get classic or simple. Brian, hit simple for me. This is pretty cool. That's a very modern, it looks kind of like a, Ford started out a while back, just 0.7, you can rev it, and it's got your tack. And then your speedometer over here is pretty neat. That little dot right there, Brian, is, you want to guess?
Your indicated speed limit.
Your indicated speed limit, and when you go past, it's pretty cool. It does this little blink red thing. It doesn't really annoy you or alert you, it just blinks.
It kind of pulses in the background.
Yeah, very nice. You can go back to classic and you get the gauge sweep, which is cool. It looks like you don't have a red line here, Brian, but you do. As you get to the red line, it won't let me rev high enough in this.
When you're in gear though.
It'll actually turn red as you're getting close to the red line. That's really cool. And then it's linked to the drive modes. So as we go to sport, it gets to a pretty cool one, or you go to the simple, all red, and then your lights in here will turn red as well. So, all right, Brian, let's go back to the infotainment. This is all new for Hyundai, and it all works in here. It's familiar,
it's fresh,
it's classic, but it's been freshened, and that's really nice. The spaceship thing continues in here. It's roomy, it's open. You've got storage up there for all kinds of goodies, and it just works. The really interesting thing is we keep talking about no logos. For some reason, no logos. That's also in your seat as well.
Is that Braille for Hyundai?
4 dots, I guess. 4 dots mean Hyundai, apparently. So, Brian, I don't know. There's a whole lot more to talk about here, except that
there is right here. Right here.
Yes.
Right here. All this.
Ventilated seats and heated. Thank you very much. And a heated steering wheel. Drive modes with center diff lock. We'll test that out as well later. If you can, I need the viewers' help. If you can explain to me this graph here, what's happening, and this button here,
well,
please explain.
That's just a push to open.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But what's this graph for? When you plug it in, does it tell you, is it just charge? Oh, that's what it is. When you plug in a phone, it tells you it's just charging. Oh, you can toggle it to be a USB port to like Apple CarPlay.
Oh, okay.
Or you toggle it to be just a charge port.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, I can answer the question already.
Why would you ever want it to just charge?
Just do it on your own.
If it does both.
Right. It should just always be
right.
The Apple CarPlay, and this is obviously just charge only.
Yeah.
And then here's a Qi charger, which doesn't make sense if you don't have wireless CarPlay, which is probably my only complaint about the interior.
With that, let's drive it.
Deal.
All right, Brian, we're in the all-new 2024 Kona
Limited.
It's larger and more capable than ever, Brian, and it looks like a spaceship.
It does look like a spaceship.
Are you ready, number one? Engage.
Harness. Load the boost as much as we can. 2100. Dump the brake.
Oh.
No boost yet. 3000. There it is.
There it is.
Rips to 6, kind of. Third gear. 55 miles an hour coming on 60.
Ooh. 9.32 didn't exactly feel like warp speed.
No, but this is the bigger engine with the turbo.
Well, it's not really bigger.
Well, it's actually smaller.
Yeah, right.
It's 1.6 instead of a 2-liter naturally aspirated, but it's a non-CVT. It's an 8-speed conventional auto, and without you in the car. my best, 7.76.
Not bad.
Which I think is respectable.
It's respectable. Look,
But
you don't need to be fast in this segment.
no, you don't. And for the segment, that is fast, actually.
And aren't they making a Kona in?
Oh, yes, they are, absolutely. Which is a screamer.
Yeah, we'll be solving that problem.
Yeah, they're going to make that, don't worry.
Brian, we talked a lot about calling each other when we had this vehicle this week. We kept saying the word refinement.
Yep.
And it feels like the Genesis stuff has trickled down.
Absolutely. The infotainment feels like it's ripped right out of a Genesis. The steering wheel emblem is straight from a Genesis. And the overall fit and finish and ergonomic features, they just keep getting better.
It's quieter. It rides well.
Yep. It rides
fit
very
and finish
smooth.
is better.
All the panel gaps are amazing in this.
Yeah.
It's just refined. Will you knock powertrain out of the way real quick?
Yes.
The only complaint I have with it really is that below 3,000, nobody's home.
No,
And
it's weird.
It's kind of weird. If I pointed that to you and I thought you were going to make fun of me and thought I was crazy, you called me the next day and said, yeah, that's a problem. That's it. That's the only complaint. Everything else is amazing. And you said something, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember exactly who said it. You nailed it as we've been preaching for years that Hyundai is getting better and better and catching up. They've caught up, now they passed them.
Now other manufacturers, we got to pay attention to what they're doing because they're getting ahead of us.
Everyone
That's
will
what's
notice.
happening now.
So I'm going to close with this, Craig, unless you have anything else. $35,000 maxed out with limited trim. Ford Escape Platinum maxed out is $43,000. This is $35,000, and I would take this any day of the week over that.
Plus, Brian, you're exactly right. I cannot argue with that. I can't argue with that. But what it does have, most importantly, sounds of nature.
Yes,
We've
they're
got
back.
some new ones. It's time of autumn.
Not bad. Thanks for watching TTC Cars. If you want to see this thing go for a hill test, we're doing that next on Texas Truck Channel. See you next time.